Yo, 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 what's going on? Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's the Black Mountain Critic here, and we alive, we alive. We're finally back to streaming The Promised Neverland. Uh, doing a catch-up stream. All right, so we got quite a few chapters, 7 chapters in total to get caught up, and it seems like it's a small number, but like when you think about how often the chapters come out, it's been like quite some time since I reacted to a Promised Neverland chapter. You know what I mean? Like seven. That's like 7 weeks. Maybe even a little bit more than that. It's like 7 weeks, yo. That's like easily. That's like a month. That's like almost 2 months. So it's been a while. It's been a while since I've reacted to the Promised Neverland since like around the end of March. And we gotta get into it. You know what I mean? No, the end of February, not the end of March, end of February. So like it's been a while. All right, it was winter. So let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. Promised Neverland time. I'm thinking about dropping it as a reaction, as like a reaction title, I guess. I'm not sure yet. I want to read these 7 chapters, see how I feel about them. If I feel enough about them where I'm like, all right, I want to see it through to the end, then I'll see it through to the end. But if I don't, I don't know. I might read it on my own or whatever and do it that way. I'm not sure. All right. So let me see. All right. Just because I feel like the quality of the series has kind of gone down quite a bit. And it's just, it makes me kind of sad. But I'm still going to read it. I just don't know whether I'm going to read it when I'm reacting to it, or I'm going to read it on my own and then talk about it on the TL, on the Twitter, feed, on the Twitter, feed or whatever, So, all right, I got the timeline. All right, so let's see. Let's get into it. 168. So last we left off, the kids broke into Gracefield. They were doing their thing, and then Peter Rachu came through and was like, "Haha, I got you. Y'all suck. Y'all are, bums." You know what I mean? He was doing the absolute most. So hopefully he gets his comeuppance in these 7 chapters. I would like to see it. I really would like to see it. All right, as Monique says. So let's get into it. Chapter 169, y'all. Okay. Let's refresh it so that it's the right size. All right, I'm also listening to some music at the moment, so it's just like a nice vibe to like listen to it while I'm reading some manga. Currently, there's a tweet I put out talking about like my four albums that I know that like I will listen to with no skips. Like they're not my 4 favorite albums, but like they're like 4 albums that I'm like, yo, I will not skip a single song. Some of them are my favorites. Like some of the ones that I picked are my favorites, like No Name's Telephone, Lauryn Hill's Miseducation, The Roots Game Theory. So those are some of my favorites. They're not my favorite albums, like top 5 necessarily, but Lauryn Hill's definitely one of the top 5. Telephone's definitely one of the top 5 for me. Hotter Than July is phenomenal, and that's one I'm listening to right now. So check out Stevie Wonder if you haven't. Like really check out Stevie Wonder. I don't mean like, oh, here's some hits. I mean like really check out like the catalog. Like check out the catalog. Music of My Mind. Whatchamacallit, Inner Visions. You know what I mean? Check out some of the old school stuff. Once in My Life. Like check out that good stuff. That good stuff. All right. Anyways, let's get into it. The Promised Neverland time. 169 is entitled Perfect Scores, and this is a really beautiful color page. That's the one thing about the Promised Neverland that I will never fault it on. It's color pages. Its color pages are always flames. Okay, so let's get into it. And this like little Ray, little Norman, little Emma. It's so cute. All right, so let's check this out. Okay, if there were no farms, our families and friends would not have been killed to be served as food. If it wasn't for you, that abhorrent hunting ground wouldn't have existed. If it wasn't for your clan, the world wouldn't be this way. This world wouldn't be a place where we children are continually eaten by demons. How many children have died because of you? How many have shed tears? How foolish. If there were no farms, if the Ratri clan wasn't around, you wouldn't have been born. I am your creator, your dad. Dad? You can't be serious. My dad? No. Our dad? And Norman is upset. Wow. And look at all the folks that have taken care of them. Wow. Norman's upset. My dad, no, our dad, now our dad is definitely not you. Hmm. Oh, that's not that's not Norman. That's Oliver. Sorry. On your knees, Peter Rattray. Yo. Let's go. Vincent. Got him. Thank goodness. I'm not leaving this area. Alright, so the flashback. But Hayato, can I rely on you to go and secure our escape route? Huh? If we end up not catching up to you, don't come back here. Go meet up with Oliver's group. Alright, so he did. Hey there, Norman. It's been a while. Huh? A guy's voice? Is it the Rattray clan? What? Yes, that is precisely the situation. What? Did all the different groups get caught? Huh? What's going on? Crap, this is bad. What should I do? Well, it's obvious. Boom. I have to take care of this. Bam, bam. Got him. They out here killing the humans with a quickness. Thank goodness, Vincent. I thought you had died. I figured I wouldn't be killed immediately. If I died instantly, they wouldn't be able to do the Gunpa ceremony. Or the Gupna ceremony, sorry. It was still reckless. Thanks. You saved us, Hayato. We're good here. We've gained control here, too. Yeah. You had me seriously worried, Vincent, is what Norman said. Yo, they got killed. They got killed. Yo, Norman, you lose. Yeah. Okay. That's what I like to see. This man on his knees. How stupid. What will you gain from killing me? Even if I lose, you still have no escape route and no chance of winning. No need to worry, thank you very much. We disable the system again. The only issue that remains is you. No one can come and save you. We will. No one can come and save me. All that's left is me? Let's see. I think you kids are forgetting something. Oh, the mamas. Oh, no, the mamas. Oh, they coming through. Oh, no. Yo. Huh? Damn. The squad, though. They really came through. Wow. What? Why are they? They were able to unlock the doors? This isn't good. Just when we thought we'd won. Yo. Mom. Grandma. Oh my goodness, Isabella. Was it fun outside, Emma? You've destroyed everything. You fought and fought and fought and fought. But no matter how much you resist, it still ends up this way. Despair is unavoidable. You and everyone else returned. You didn't learn your lesson, and this is the result. All of you did splendidly. Perfect scores for everyone. Yo, I knew it. I was like, come on. This is like, stop. Imagine like writing a manga and having all of these women and girls basically enslaved by a clearly patriarchal society, and then to not have them betray that patriarchal society. Imagine if you wrote a manga like that. Oh, the disgust. You know what I mean? Utterly disgusting. But what we see here, it's what I like to see. That revolution, that rebellion. Huh? What? You betrayed me, Isabella. Yep. Let's move on to chapter 170, y'all. Okay. I'm going to... This is weird. What is going on? Why is the streaming being odd? Come on, don't do this right now. Should be streaming fine. This is really weird. Sorry, if it's being really weird, I apologize. It's just like, I don't know what that was. That was really weird. Okay. It just like froze up really oddly. Anyways, let me share this on Twitter so folks know that I'm streaming. Let's get into it. Catch up time. Okay, let's do it. All right, let's get back into it. Chapter 170, y'all. All right. Don't you want to get out this time from this hell, from your destiny? I want to get out. November 13th, 2047, just before Emma's group infiltrated the farm. What's going on? Why did Grandma gather all of us here? We got notice from above. The escapees from 2 years ago will attack Gracefield either today or tomorrow. Those upstairs are currently quite busy preparing for it. I'm going to betray the farm. What? I will assist the escapees. Are there any among you who want to stand up to me? Who want to stand up with me? Grandma, what sort of joke is this? I'm serious. This is not a joke. I've been waiting 1 year and 11 months since becoming Grandma for this moment. It's true that it's wrong to go against the farm. In this small world, we know we must continue to cling on to the rulers to survive. That was Grandma Sarah's teaching, and that's why we all aim to become Grandma. But what actually happened to Grandma Sarah? She was shipped out so easily. Yes, but that was what that made Grandma... What? That Grandma made a mistake. So that's why she was punished? And that we're all equal and everyone has a chance? That's wrong. Even after all the competing and kicking others down to become Grandma, we're just livestock to them. Compete. Alright, so some flashbacks. Like flashbacks within flashback. It wasn't my fault. There was nothing I could do. I'm done. I can't stand it anymore. The normal ones keep dying. I don't want to die. I'm never going to die. I love you so much, aw, man. Brutal. You already know by now. There are no chances here. Just an endless living hell. You've known, but just didn't want to acknowledge it. This obedience has no future. Let's go. Talk about it. Talk that. Talk, Isabella. I want to get out. But... Okay. Damn you. I got sick of it. Using freedom as bait and flaunting fear. It's nauseating. I've had enough. That's right. Now's not the time to die. If I can become Grandma, I'll do it. But it won't be for you guys. My children will definitely come back. I'll do this so I can help them when they do. I'm not going to let anyone rule over me anymore. What about you, ladies? What's your answer? Are you still scared of death? Do you want to keep living in fear? If you want to blow the whistle and report me, go ahead. I won't stop you. I'm not forcing you. If you want to just watch, be my guest. But if you stand with me, I'll show you something very interesting. Yeah. Let's go. Chapter 170 is entitled Together. Huh? What? Mom. You still call me Mom. You and Lonnie, Yvette, and everyone. After all I did to you. You betrayed me, Isabella! Yes, isn't it obvious? Yeah. What? These children and I, and all the staff are your enemy. Mom is on our side? And the sisters. Why? Ah, if only we could return to when they knew nothing. I'm sorry. Welcome home. I missed you. Good job. You're amazing. If I could say that and hug them dearly. But, don't get me wrong. It just happened that we share the same interests. I was getting fed up of my life here, and I didn't like the future that boy described. That boy? Yo! Or his methods and opinions. How dare you! You damn food! That's why I wanted to crush everything. I thought I'd destroy everything. I don't expect you to forgive me, because I don't forgive myself. So you can continue to hate me. You don't have to call me Mom. Oh, and of course Emma's Emma, so you already know what's coming. You know, big hug. Oh, but it's like a figurative hug. Thanks, Mom. Yeah. Let's go, the squad. Squad up. How dare you, all of you. Don't think you can get away with opposing me. Me lose to damn food? Ah! Yo, he is panicking. Wow. What the? Get down. Oh, he just grabbed a... He just grabbed a gun? Oh, no, he had a gun before, but... Oh, no, he grabbed a gun from one of them. Wow. Oh, he just randomly shot up. No, it's a lie. I won't accept this. I'm not going to lose. I have to think of something. Anything. Oh, come on, man. This man a whole scrub. He a scrub. This man's a scrub. What are we doing? Bruh. Wow. He is like, he's having a whole breakdown. I like to see it. I like to see it. I mean, you know, you want your villains to be much more like sort of like methodical in certain ways, and you want them to have sort of like a almost like a portfolio of just like scumbag like feats, I guess, if you wanted to call them that, or scumbag like activities, just because it makes them that much more compelling, and you hate them that much more. You just be like, man, when you get your comeuppance, it's gonna be so good. And right now he's just like, ah! He's just like flailing. He's like literally like he's flailing. All right. You love to see it because his man is a scumbag and he sees like people as food, like he's garbage. I'm not done yet. All right, 171. I'm not done yet. There has to be a way. Oh, the Imperial soldiers. If I can get some of the 2,000. Hey, back up? That's not possible. Someone destroyed the outer bridge, and no one can go through. We are putting all efforts into... I know that already. Stop whining. Eat a bird or a bat, and fly over here. Yo, excuse me? Useless idiots. Yo. These women are everywhere. I love it. This is like you just want to like frame. You just want to frame like that panel where Peter Rachi's like, the women are everywhere, and it's like that's like men's right activists. Like that's like this panel is like the men's right activist panel. Like Peter Rachi just like flailing and panicking, like at these women who are about to take him down. Right? Yo, you love to see it. If I trigger their heart chips all at once. No, that's impossible, unless the system is up again. Maybe I can get the brats in the storage room again. Damn it, that also requires the system. Okay. What? This is the Imperial capital, and... What? We will now behead the traitors Sunju and Mujika. No, they're going to be killed. Sorry, Emma, Ray, everyone. Huh? Oh, that's Mujika that's saying that. Sorry, Emma, Ray, everyone. Huh? What? Yo. Oh? Oh, get out of here. Yo. Yo, interesting. I know that little one-eyed little monkey looking dude anywhere. And let's go. Yo. I mean, we knew he was alive, right? Because it was like, look, this is one of the first 5 rules of reading shonen manga, right? If you don't see nobody, they not dead. If you don't see nobody, they not dead. All right? I guarantee you at some point you're going to see Pedro again. I guarantee it. I'm positive. I don't know when it's going to happen. I have no idea where Oda will just like pull Pedro out of his pocket. But you will see it. You'll see it. Yo, the hype though. All right, let's get into it. What do you think you're doing here? Grand Duke Louis? Yo, look at his smile. Got him. Chapter 171 is entitled Defeat. Okay. I thought he was missing. You're alive, Your Highness? Unintentionally, yes. Leaving that aside, what is the meaning of this? You've all gained a lot of power while I was gone. Even though you're merely dogs of the 5 regent houses. Well, I'm guessing you were cajoled by the Rotary boy. Deplorable indeed. It's been a while, Sunju. Yo. Oh, damn. Wow, citizens, take a look. This is the evil blood. This is what you feared and hated. The sinister blood. And then he just drank it. Wow, he drank it in front of everybody. Your Highness, what are you doing? How can you drink that tainted blood? There's no need to fear. The evil blood isn't some infectious poison. That was a falsehood created by my sister. His sister. Wow. Legra Valima. What? Rather, the evil blood is a miraculous blood to us. If you drink just a sip, you won't degenerate, even if you don't eat humans. But 700 years ago, the queen and the aristocrats misinformed everyone that the blood was toxic, framed those with this blood as traitors and slaughtered them. For all their greed and reign. The power of the evil-blooded was inconvenient to rule the citizens with an iron fist using the farms. No way. How could that be? I speak the truth. We, the royal family and the 5 regent houses, devoured the evil-blooded long ago and obtained bodies that don't degenerate while the citizens were starving. Wow. All of it was unnecessary. Scumbag of the year. Ever since the promise 700 years ago, the continued lack of human meat and the degenerations and deaths caused by it, all of the suffering and fear were avoidable. Once the evil-blooded shared their blood in order to save the citizens, but they were killed once. The evil-blooded shared their blood in order to save the citizens, but they were killed for it. And now, for the same reasons, they're about to be killed by the greedy government. Truly ridiculous. Truly ludicrous. You want to kill the evil-blooded? These two aren't traitors. Rather, they are the heroes who tried to save you, the citizens. Brother, why? I mean, he's always said that the promise and the farms were annoying evils. But he had zero interest in politics and never cared about justice or doing something about the suffering of the citizens. All he did was pursue his pleasures. I'm sure this isn't like me. But the ones I dumped all this responsibility on have left this world. And I can't look the other way if we're just following the orders of humans. This reign has reached its limit. Other than that, I guess it's just a whim. Yeah, this, no, I can't. Nah, this ain't it. Nah, that ain't it, yo. He just like, I thought about the battle that I had, and now it's just a like, nah, this ain't it. Oh no. The true traitors were the queen and the houses, and the current government, vassal armies of the 5 region houses and the farms. Your Highness, I, Grand Duke Luvis, order for the execution to be cancelled and the arrest of the traitors, the leaders of the current government. No, even the imperial capital fell to enemy hands? There's nothing left I can do. They've already made a promise too. I've lost. I've been defeated. It's over. Yo, Emma. Don't move. No, not yet. They've made a new promise but they haven't implemented it yet? The one who made the promise was 63194, Emma. Emma. Got it. I lose. Yeah, I've lost. There's no future for me. But as long as I kill her, Emma, the promise is void. Their future will be destroyed too. Oh man, that's nasty. That panel looked gross, man. I can't look at it. Nah, I'm good. Alright, I'm moving. Next chapter. I'm not looking at that panel anymore. That's nasty. Oh, ugh. Just like her body parts, like all in the panel. We good. Alright. But the Lewis stuff is not it. I gotta be real clear. The Lewis stuff was not it. That was not it. That was some kind of doo-doo writing. Just like maybe it was a whim. Like, nah. That's doo-doo. Come on, man. What is that? That ain't it. Nah. I'm not feeling that. No. The one who made the promise was Emma, and they haven't implemented the promise yet. As long as I kill Emma. Look at his color page. Whew. Oh, he got a little blade. He pulling a little light Yagami right now. Hiding the weapon. Promise Neverland. Chapter 172 is entitled Free. I tell you, the color pages are always flames. Always flames. And it's just like all these different things in the color page that are really great. All these little symbols. Wow. Okay. Chapter 172 is entitled Free. All right. Please don't shoot me. I've lost. It's over. There's no future for me. They have a revolution and a glorious future waiting for them, while I'm about to fall from grace and go to hell. Hell. No. You all are done too. If I kill Emma, the promise will never be implemented. You'll go back to hell. I'm taking you down with me. Come die with daddy, my children. Yo, this panel though. Mad creepy, dude. Wow. Just a bit more. I was wrong. I can do it. If I can get a little closer, I can kill her. I'll do anything. So please don't shoot me. 3 more steps. 1 more step. Now. We don't intend to kill you. Wow. We came here to talk to you. What? Huh? Talk? What is this kid saying? Inviolable non-interference. We won't retaliate or attack the Rotary clan in any way. Return. We want you to approve our freedom. We'll all go to the human world. We want you to approve and not get in the way. to leave us alone. An idiot. She's an idiot. She's gonna let me live? She wants to talk? Is she crazy? Naive. She's naive to the end. She's an idiot. You know, this is like it's like half of the fan base of the Promised Neverland, yo. Folks are just all day talking about Emma, she's so naive, she's trash. You're gonna forgive me? Really? You're going to? I can't forgive them. No, I'm never gonna forgive them. How could you? How could you feel sorry for them? Forgive them. I can't forgive them. There's no way I can. I hate them. I miss Hugo and Lucas. What they did to Mary and them. Norman and his friends. The fact that they built that hunting ground. And the system of the farms in this world. Is unforgivable. Chris hasn't woken up either. I can't forgive you. But I don't want to resolve this by killing you. Hating, resenting, fearing. I don't want to do that anymore. All those feelings are things I don't want anymore. We want to smile. We want to be free. That's what we've been fighting for all this time. It's not just our fate or circumstances. Hatred and fear too. We don't want to be imprisoned by anything anymore. Because we want to be free. It's hard to forgive, but unless we do, we won't truly be free. Got it. But it won't be easy to get through to him. Even so, I don't want to abandon communicating. I want to talk it out. Emma, you're such a softie. Those are the words of a dreamer. But fine, bring it on. Let's go as far as we can. We've come this far already. It's for our dear future. I don't want to regret anything. Our sole objective is to win and have a discussion. Huh? We're not dead? What's going on? Wow. The demons were only eating to live. Mom and the staff's only choice to survive was serving us to the demons. And Julius Rautry just didn't want to see any more people die in war. We also kill in order to survive. We can't be indifferent to the suffering of Mom and Julius. I can't criticize them for being weak. I've thought a lot about it. If demons weren't creatures that ate humans, maybe they could have been our friends. If I had been born in the Rautry clan, maybe I could have done something for the children. If you were born in Gracefield, could we have been friends? Just because our positions are different, we fight, denigrate, and hate each other. But if we take away our positions, if we could think that way, maybe we wouldn't have to hate each other. And then you see the corona and the coronavirus in the background. That's just all these like different situations, like civil rights movement. Police brutality. Looks like homelessness. Islamophobia. This looks like, what is it, like cyberbullying or something like that? I don't know. Look, Emma, you're my daughter. I love you. I love you to death. Love you to death, but I mean, she's young. You know, it's just like, I got feelings. I got feelings about it. We'll talk about it. All right. You also had your own sense of justice as you protected the two worlds, right? I was raised as food, and I can't ever forgive you for what you did to us. But there are people who were protected by the Rautry clan sacrificing us. I'm sure you had your own struggles, like protecting the world or choosing the world over your family. You also had a fate you were burdened with from the moment you were born. Let's be free. We're all prisoners. The demons, humans. Yes, both you and us. But the world will change. We can change it now. Let's change. Let's end the 1,000 years of suffering right now. Let's live together, Peter Rautry. Oh boy. I got feelings about it, y'all. I got feelings about it. 47 comments for this chapter, y'all. I know what's coming. Nah, look, I think this is an issue I have. Like, and I'm gonna read the next chapter. Like, I'm gonna read the next chapter, and then I'm gonna talk about it like a bit later. And it's not necessarily what's sort of going on within sort of the manga, but it's like, it is and it isn't. Like, I'll talk about it once I'm done with the chapters. But there are definitely issues. Definitely issues. 173. I still love Emma. I get it. I understand like where she's coming from. I understand the type of person that she is, her mentality, that sort of thing. And I'll talk about why I understand what Emma's doing within the context of The Promised Neverland, but why I have an issue with the ways in which people discuss these actions as it pertains to the reality that we're situated in. That bothers me on so many levels. It gets on my damn nerves. So I'm going to talk about it after I'm done with the chapters. But that's a very particular thing that bothers me. It's like when you talk about, well, look at the way racism is, dealt with in One Piece. How can we talk about that in terms of our realities? I'm like, ugh. It just gets on my nerves. All right. Chapter 173. Let's move on. All right. Chapter 173 is entitled Prisoners. So I guess that's his, either his older brother. I guess it's his older brother, James Rautry. And Peter's over right there. Okay. Protect the world. That was the honorable, noble, and most important mission of the Rautry clan for generations. To me, the clan was my pride and joy. My pride, joy, and light. And the leader, my older brother, was my biggest hero. Brother! He was kind, smart, handsome, sincere, and refined. And I respected him more than father, mother, or any great person from any era or country. I loved him more than anything in the world. I believed that I was to support him for the rest of my life, and that I was born to do so. Wow. Brother, if only he hadn't found that document. Julius betrayed his comrades to enter the Promise? The children are descendants of his allies, not the rogues who were against peace and wanted to continue the war. And even the citizens who were left behind were turned into food. An old confession, a document that was hidden for several hundred years, the regrets of the first leader, Julius. It was the truth of how the clan came to be, the complete opposite of the heroic tale that we were taught. How could he have done such a thing? My brother changed that day. We must protect the two worlds. What of the children? Hesitation and guilt arose in him, but I didn't understand. In fact, I thought, how wonderful. Julius didn't do anything wrong. We're the clan that protects the world. He pushed aside personal feelings to save the world. It was a wise decision. He protected the world, even if it meant he betrayed his comrades. That's what makes a hero, a clan that carries out a noble mission. This is wonderful. This is how we should be. He just lost it. Like, yo. A noble mission? I've always thought of it that way too. But we were wrong. This is punishment, as well as a curse, Peter. Why? No, brother. Stop. Don't go. Don't put the world in danger. You're wrong. Our clan is correct. The children are necessary sacrifices for this world. I have to stop him. What now? What do I do? What do I do? What do I, a Rautry, do? I'll also protect the world, just like Julius. My brother is a traitor. Eliminate him. And the body? We found him. Oh, damn. What was he like at the end? He was smiling. He told us to tell you I'm sorry. Brother, I promise I will carry out the mission, for your sake too. No matter how much it hurts, no matter how warped the world may be, let's be free. I was burdened. I was a prisoner all this time by the fate of being in this clan? No, it's a noble mission. We're an honorable clan. This mission isn't punishment, and in no way is it a curse. You and your descendants are caught in the whirl of destiny. No, I did the right thing. But it was a curse? Punishment? I protected the mission and the world, even if it meant killing the brother I loved. No, it's a lie. What our clan did for 1,000 years isn't meaningless. Sorry, Peter, to make you carry the burden. Let's change. Let's end the 1,000 years of suffering now. Was my brother fighting back against his destiny? Did he want to be free? I'm sorry. Did he want to free me? Let's live together, Peter Rautry. The look on his face, I don't believe him. He's gonna try to stab her. That panel, he just like it's like you get a feeling from it. You know, there's a way in which like shonen like works where you're like, oh, okay, this is where it's slowly like when you know someone has changed, it's like very clear. Look at Sasuke. That man ain't changed until like the end. Like he was fighting tooth and nail to be angry to get that revenge to restore his clan. Like he was fighting tooth and nail. It took Naruto losing an arm and taking Sasuke's arm off, right? And even then, Sasuke was like, "Bro, what are you doing?" Like Peter Rautry, to think like Emma says something and all of a sudden he's like, "Okay, I don't believe that. You should just kill me, but you say you want to live together? Fools. That's why you were meant to be eaten. Actually, the demons aren't so bad. What they've been doing to you are things that humans have done to each other since long ago. Yes, even though humans don't eat humans. Go wherever you want. Do what you want. You kids win. But remember this one thing. The human world isn't any different. Because they are a mirror of humanity. Code solid. You can pass that on to my uncle. Try if you can. I'm looking forward to seeing how far you can go in the human world. Oh, sorry, but I can't go with you kids. I'll enjoy the new world from the depths of hell. Farewell. Damn, this dude killed himself? That man a bum. That man a whole bum. Wow. Peter! That's the end of chapter 173. That man a whole bum. She tried though. She tried it. She tried it. Didn't work. You know, and that man did not want to be changed. Let's live together. Fools. A position in life isn't something one can easily throw away. I choose to die here as a Rautry. Ugh. Bye. Good riddance. Trash. Utter garbage. A New World, Part 1. Why are you trying to save me? Why do you look at me like that? If you were born in Gracefield, could we have been friends? Of course not. Never. Don't bother. I'm done. The new world you're about to create is too bright for me. I'm... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I was able to enjoy this for longer than I expected. Boom. Well done for 1,000 years. This being is very interesting to me. And this is the thing, right? When you introduce a being like this, you can't have like a particularly short narrative where you set up something where this being is clearly like an antagonist. You know what I mean? Like, it's like if you set him up with some weird if you set up the being as some weird neutral, then I could kind of understand ending the Promised Neverland in a short time. But when you set this being up to be more antagonistic than anything, then it doesn't work. You know, I don't know. It just bugs me. There are a few things that I have issues with. All right, so he's dead. The human world isn't any different. Try it if you can. Watch us. We'll find it for sure. A life where we can live happily with our family. So, Emma, and all of you, what do you plan to do now? We're going to retreat for now. There's still the 2,000 Imperial soldiers, and we have other stuff we need to do. Huh? But I'm glad because I wanted to talk to you once we got to Gracefield. Let's go to the human world. Once everything is over, you should come with us. I want all the children to go to the human world. All means the children who grew up too. Wow. Yo. I've already made the promise for it to be that way. Of course, that's only if you want to. Once everything is done and the promise is implemented, Mom, the sisters, the adults, and children of the other farms, we can all go to the human world. You're going to forgive us after what we did? Well, but we'll stay here. We appreciate your offer, but we're... Get over it already. Yeah. Come on, Ray. Talk that talk, Ray. You were sick of this, right? If you have regrets, take care of them in the human world. I'm glad I'm alive. Talk that talk, Ray. It's because I'm alive that I can atone for my sins and clear my conscience. It's fine. No one will resent anyone. We're not holding grudges. So let's go. All of you, with us. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Aw, look at the little children. Little children. Come on, Mom. Mom. Aw. It should have been painful. You must have been so shocked. You were betrayed by your mother in a most horrific way. Even now, you're all trembling. Aw, man. But why? How could you forgive me? I'm sorry. I've been sorry for so long. I'm sorry. And thank you, everyone. Oh, she's just breaking down. That hit me right here, though. Look. I have so many issues with the way that, okay. So, I have so many issues with the way that the story is gone. I can't even. But this hit me, yo. I can't. When I see like there's certain things that will always bring a tear to my eye. They will always bring a tear to my eye. It will always be children crying, like embracing someone, like being happy, all right. Animals being like happy animals, like certain things that they just hit me in my heart, man. It's so good. I love it. You love to see it. All right, let's keep it going. Man. Then it's settled. Just a little longer. Once we finish everything, we'll come back here. Until then, Gracefield will continue to operate, but we'll be waiting. Don't worry. The demons and the Rotary clan's servants don't know about our betrayal yet. We'll handle it. Leave Gracefield to us. We'll take care of Phil and the others, and we'll deal with the demons too. I want to release all of the children. I want to get rid of all the farms and create a world where no children are eaten. We can reach it. It's so close now. Be careful. Yeah, we'll be back soon. Okay, we're going. Sislo, we're going to evacuate. Is everything okay on that side? Boss, everything's fine. Or it was, but, well, I don't really understand. The Imperial soldiers are on the move. They're all leaving and heading toward the outer bridge. Whoa. That's not good. Reinforcements. They're going to attack us. We should run now. Wait, look at this. Notice. A message from the Imperial capital to all citizens. Huh? Alright, and now I'm about to be caught up, y'all. About to be caught up. What's good, Family Guy? I saw you in the chat. What's good? What's good? Let's see. Alright, 175, y'all. Caught up. And it's 4 p.m., so I got some time from... I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break just to rest my voice a little bit. And then I'll get into some Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay. Alright. Chapter 175. Okay. The Imperial Capital. Tell all citizens. The current administration has been dismantled. The leaders, the vassal armies of the 5 regent houses, and those managing the 4 great farms shall be arrested immediately. I promise to distribute the evil blood to all citizens. He's still calling it evil blood. I love that. That's so funny. And promise that no one will suffer from hunger or degeneration ever again. And one more thing. We'll take this opportunity to abolish all farms. What? Abolish the farms? All of them? But does that mean that we wouldn't be able to eat humans anymore? Exactly. But why? This was decided in the promise 1,000 years ago. That we'll segregate our worlds and we won't hunt each other. But we continue to eat humans despite it. That is where everything got distorted. Farms shouldn't exist. Because of them, this reign continued. They held control over you by how they distributed human meat, manipulating your lives and intelligence. That's true. Hey, if we can have the evil blood, we don't need to eat humans. Yeah, we were afraid that we'd degenerate if we didn't eat humans until now, but if it's human meat, if it were other meat. Yeah, I want to eat human meat. Human meat is special. If we allow the farms to exist, we may be able to eat human meat, but someone could use the farms to control us again. I don't want that. Me neither. It's more natural to have no farms. I guess it's okay. It's only human meat. Damn it. We will finally be free. We won't repeat the same mistakes and tragedy ever again. Yes, Your Highness, let's get rid of the farms. We don't need farms. Let's change. Abolish the farms. Hooray for the new era. Long live King Louis. No, I'm not going to become king. Huh? What? Why, Your Highness? I'm part of the old system. I am also guilty of looking the other way during the old administration's reign. Besides, I died at that hunting ground. My core was destroyed then. I was dead for sure. I never thought I'd revive. I had no idea that I also had 2 cores. Wow. I lost to humans. That is why I had resolved to decay in an unknown village. I heard the queen passed away. Sheesh. I'm not worthy of becoming king. What the new world needs is a new monarch. I believe Mujika here is fit to be that monarch. Huh? Mujika? What? Me? Why? I agree that Mujika is most worthy to rule. Your Excellency? You're safe. Mujika has always acted selflessly for the citizens, saving them many times. She is the most deserving. The temple in Sonju will do our best to support you. Will you become the new queen, Mujika? Be our queen. Yes, please. Rule over us, Mujika. Yo, look, I'm gonna be honest, like anytime I see like citizens saying things like that, it doesn't matter what story it is. I don't care. But when folks are like, please rule over us, I'm just like, yo, I like the eye roll, the intensity of the eye roll though. I can't. No, I can't. Our world will be secure under you. Yeah, that's right. That'll truly make it a new era. Wait, nothing will have changed like that. Huh? Was only Legate of Valima to blame? Is the previous ruler the only one accountable? No. You citizens were responsible for letting her rule. You left everything to the queen. That was how they manipulated you. Just as even now, moments ago, you were chanting to kill the evil-blooded. Not only the ruler, but all citizens must think and act. The new world will be created and protected by everyone. Everyone will create and protect. We will, with our own hands. We will support you too, Your Majesty. Yes, Your Majesty Musica. Queen Musica. The world is changing. Right now. For real. Will I really be able to become queen? No. I must. I will. Along with Emma, we'll create a new world. Our new queen. Long live the queen. Huh? Musica, she was alive. But wait, she's the queen? Why? What's going on? But that's good. The evil blood will be shared. It's going according to our original plan. The demons won't have to be annihilated. No, but not just that. The farms will be abolished. Huh? The farms will no longer exist? All children raised as food will be free. Yeah! We aren't children to be eaten anymore. No one's going to pursue us. We're free. That means... look, Phil! Let's Phil! This is the one, like, dope thing about this chapter. Finally, my boy, Phil! My boy, Phil! All the hashtags say Phils, y'all. All of the hashtags say Phils. Phil, huh? I'm home, Phil. Yo, all of the hashtags say Phils. Finally, this man is alive. Yes. Our boy Phil. Our boy Phil. He alive. He alive. Oh, that's so good. Love it. You love to see it. But, I think the problem that I have is, like, it's just too easy. Do you know what I mean? I'm glad I saw Phil. That was the one thing I really, really liked about this chapter, that we got to see Phil. But, yo, what is this? But I think that, to me, the only thing that makes sense, I'm going to talk about the thing that I had an issue with earlier, that I said about, like, Emma's sort of, like, the conception about, you know, if we weren't this, if we weren't that, like, I'm gonna talk about that. But first, the first thing I want to say is that the only thing that makes sense to me with what's sort of going on here is if we had a, like, if we had, like, a, right, like the mystical being who just, you know, watches things and, like, is entertained or whatever by all the stuff that's going on, is if he's like if, and I say he, but if they are, like if they are the final person who they who the children have to defeat, like the children and the demons have to defeat, you know, that would be interesting to me. I'm like, how would you even approach that? How would the Promised Neverland even approach that? You know, I don't know. And what's going on with the Promise? What was it like? Like, I think if you're a fan of the Promised Neverland right now, it is totally fine for you to be disappointed with how things have been handled in the last few chapters. It makes total sense for you to be disappointed, myself included, because I'm disappointed. I'm like, what's going on, man? Like, it's just too easy. The demons are like, okay, we won't eat human food anymore, even though we were like, human food is so good. You know what I mean? Like, it's like if this entire world is like, you know what? Like, it's like if it's no. Actually, yeah. It's like if, like, folks are like, you know what? We're all just gonna stop eating whole milk. We don't need whole milk. It's not a big deal. You can get your calcium and other vitamins in different ways. Vitamin D, you can get it in different ways. It's fine. No biggie. We don't need milk. We don't need whole milk. Let's stop eating. Let's stop drinking, using whole milk and things. Let's stop it. We good. You can make different things without whole milk. You can have hot chocolate without whole milk. It's not a big deal. All right. Imagine if we did that. Right, and then we'd have issues. We'd have issues like the world. Like if the government was like, we're gonna stop the sale of milk, we're gonna stop it. We're gonna just like end all the production on it. Obviously, in this reality, we'd have so many different issues when it would come to that. Right, the economy would it would be a mess. It'd be a whole mess. You know. So in this reality, it's like it's absurd. It's an absurd thing just to be like, okay, like you expect everyone to just be like, all right, we're gonna stop eating this thing and that's it, and that's how it's gonna go. And like it doesn't work that way. And I think the thing that bothers me is that the Promised Neverland was set up in such a way that this was possible, right? Where you had an economy that was so simplistic in a lot of ways that it was just like, all right, we're just gonna stop producing human meat. That's all. No biggie. You know what I mean? And folks are just like, all right, we're not gonna eat it anymore. All production stops. No big deal. We're just going on doing what we're gonna be doing. And in some ways, it's kind of like a critique on like, at least to me, like the fact that like when you see worlds that are a bit more simplistic in certain ways, right, on an economic sort of level, and that they can just do that. They can just say, oh, we're just gonna stop. We're just gonna stop producing humans, which is like great. Thank you for doing that. Please do, because that was trash, right? But in our own reality, that's not something that's like feasible. Like just be like to do it just like that, right? You have to plan. You have to like make sure that like stuff like that works. And that's not to say that I'm saying don't eliminate capitalism. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is like when you eliminate certain things, like certain products, right? And you want to say, we're not going to, like, and you want to say, hey, we're just going to eliminate this, the sale of this particular thing and the production of these particular things, right? Like, that's massive. And especially something that's, like, I would say if there was something, like, I would say, like, okay, we don't, like, it would be, like, stopping the production of, like, eggs or milk or sugar. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like certain things like that, or high fructose corn syrup or something like that, like or corn. You know, there's just certain things that just are in our reality, in our economy, that are so ingrained into the maintenance of the capitalist of this like free market, right? Of this free market sort of capitalist society, that it's like. It would be absurd. It'd be like such an absurd thing to see that happen, just like with a snap of like the finger. It doesn't work like that, you know. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying don't do that, but I'm saying like there's a lot more that would have to be done. The Promised Neverland, that stuff can work because again, the economy is so simplistic. It's so basic, right? A lot of the stuff isn't explained. That's a big issue that I have with stories that try to introduce some sort of economic system, social, economic, social, system, like fiscal system, whatever. And it's just basic. It's so basic and so like not good that you end up with stuff like this, where the writers can logically kind of do that, right? They can logically do that, regardless of whether that's a good choice or not, right? Regardless of whether that's good writing or not. They can logically do that. Because this stuff is basic. All right? Promised Neverland had so many like instances where they could and the manga had so many instances where they could like expand upon that, right? Well, where they could expound upon that, where they could talk more about how those systems work, and they didn't do that, right? They 5 reading houses, they went through that. It's a basic monarchy. They went through that super fast, and so we're just like whatever. Right? I can't really complain about how basic it is because it's basic. It is what it is. That's what they presented us with. So I can't complain about how basic it's just like to say we're just gonna end production and that's it. Right? Because in this space they can do that. I think what really bugs me is there's a few things. You know, just like that. That's one of the things that bugs me. the stuff with the regent houses and the and the monarchy and the nobility and like the way that that's sort of set up, that was sort of set up to be something really interesting, and then it was just not. It's just was very plain. It's very plain, and that's why again the manga could go through that so quickly and end the manga in such a quick manner, because they hadn't set anything up and they didn't make it. I think they did that on purpose. They didn't want to make it particularly complicated, and that's something that I think mangaka do make the mistake of. They will make their worlds so vast and so complicated. Well, not complicated, but so they'll have so many different networks, right? That it's overwhelming. And then what happens is you have to juggle that. You have to make sure that you're paying attention to all these different things, and the only way that you can really do that and to sort of do that in a satisfying way for your readers is to keep writing. Because if you don't keep writing, you're gonna miss a few things, right? If Oda decided to stop writing One Piece at like chapter 500 or something, if he decided to say, you know what, we're gonna get stronger, and then only have like two more arcs or something like that, that would be a massive issue, right? Oda has set up so many different threads that he has no choice but to continue writing, because if he didn't, his story would be ridiculous. It'd be like, what happened to those things over there? What happened to all those narrative threads over here? What happened to all those narrative threads over there? He has to keep writing. He doesn't really have a choice. I mean, he has a choice, but not really. Unless he wants the story to go down as one of the most disappointing endings of all time. Right? But with The Promised Neverland, they sort of circumvented that issue by making it very basic. Right? They circumvented that issue by making things very basic. They made all the stuff with nobility very basic. The economic systems very basic. Right? So it's very easy for them to just be like, all right, we're just going to have some kids take down some folks, and then we're done. Because that's how it is. You can't do that in One Piece. If Oda did that in One Piece and he was just like, we're just going to have Luffy punch everything away, that would be the most absurd thing that I think I'd ever see, like within a manga with that many different narrative threads and that many socio-political, geopolitical issues, right? It'd be ridiculous if we were just like, let's just let Luffy punch away all the problems. It'd be so stupid. All right? So that's why Oda has to keep writing. He has to make sure that it's not just by the time One Piece ends, it cannot just be Luffy that solves all the problems. Luffy will not be able to solve all the problems. If Luffy can solve all the problems, that's trash. We know that. All right? So that's why Oda has to keep writing, and he has to keep making sure that he's explaining certain things and putting in work. But again, with The Promised Neverland, they don't got to do that. They made things simple enough to where they were like, all right, this is whatever. But again, that opens your story up to criticism, right? And not to say that, oh, the story is trash but to say that this is very simplistic. The way that you set up the demon's economy is very simplistic. That's facts. That's facts. It's simplistic. It is. If we compare the world building of The Promised Neverland to, let's say, the world building of One Piece would stomp it out. Right? And y'all know me. I'm critical about One Piece all the time. But yo, if we made that comparison, it wouldn't hold a candle. It wouldn't. All right? And when we started The Promised Neverland, a lot of us folks were like, yo, this is going to be really interesting. We want to see where this could go. And it had so many different things that it could do, that the manga could do. But they didn't do that. So, it's what it is. It's what it is. All right? And that's just that. That's just an issue that I have with that, right? To me, I'm disappointed. But I'm not going to be like, oh, this is trash, this is trash, this is trash, right? I'm just going to be like, I'm disappointed. All right? Because for me, personally, this is still a manga that I enjoy at some level, right? In its entirety. But these last few chapters, I was like, oh, man. These last few chapters, though, whoo! Little booty. Little booty. All right? They ain't no... All right? Facts, Desiree. If we compared Promised Neverland with Alita, Alita would stomp it out. It would stomp it out and then some. All right? It's just too much. Like, no. So that's the issue with The Promised Neverland. It has a lot of glaring issues that deserve to be criticized. All right? Doesn't mean that you can't enjoy the Promised Neverland and say, hey, I like the way this turned out. That's great. Nobody's saying you can't like the way something turned out. Unless it's like, whoa, really problematic. And then you're like, yo, if someone was like, I like the fact that, I like the way Bunny Drop ended. Nah, that's trash, dude. It's a no for me, dog. No, no, no. Okay? No, 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 no. None of that. But if you're saying something like, I like the fact that things worked out in the end of the Promised Neverland up until this point. That's fine. It's cool. All right? But there's certain things. Again, I like Emma. She's my daughter. I stand. All right? But that doesn't mean that I don't see that a lot of the ways in which she approaches things, especially towards the end here, wildly problematic. Wildly. And it's not because of the story, right? And this is what I wanted to explain. It's not to say, right, because the thing is Emma could do that. She can make that decision, and it's fine, and it will work out because the way to the Promised Neverland is structured as a story. It's okay. She has the right, she has the ability to say, "Hey, I would like this guy to live, so that he could atone, and not atone because it's unforgivable, but so that they could atone, right? It's like just constant atonement, right? To atone for all of the unforgivable things that he did, right? But also." Right, to say like, hey, maybe this, like, at some point, if they try to atone, that would mean restorative justice work, all right, and that's something that Peter Rothschild could do because he had certain connections and he was part of the Klan and okay. But the issue that I have is when folks take something like chapter 173, and they will go to they'll go to something like chapter 173, and they will read off some stuff. I'm gonna go back to that chapter. Because this is the thing that bothers me every single time. It's not just The Promised Neverland, but it's other stories, manga, comics, novels, whatever, poetry, don't matter. All right, spoken word, don't matter. Right? Well, spoken word is poetry, but you know what I mean. Okay? So I'm going to move on. All right? All this stuff. Like, let's change, I'll go back. All right, so it wasn't 173, but it was 172. 172. And let's just read some of this stuff. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna do Jujutsu Kaisen later, but for right now, this is the thing that bugs me. It bugs me to no end. All right. Emma's just like, we want to be free. We don't want to be in prison. That's fine. I totally understand that. We stand Emma for that. We do. All right. But then when she was, this is the stuff that bugs me. This is why I'm like, come on. All right. I don't like Boosie. Boosie trash. Boosie's like a trash human being to me. But he's got a viral GIF. Come on now, dog. Come on. This bothers me. It says that demons weren't creatures that ate humans. Maybe they could have been our friends. If I had been born in the Rothschild clan, maybe I could have done something for the children. All this subjunctive mood stuff, just like get out of here. If you were born in the Grace Field, could we have been friends? Right? All this conditional garbage. Just because our positions are different, we fight, integrate, and hate each other. But if we take away our positions, if we could think that way, maybe we wouldn't have to hate each other. It's just like, stop. Okay? I can't deal with that rhetoric. I can't deal with it within the context of our reality. People will constantly go to chapters like these in the stories that they're reading, and they will go on and on about, come on, man, you got to think about like Emma. No, I don't. Emma is a character in The Promised Neverland. The reality that she's situated in is way different than the reality that we're situated in. Ain't no demons in our reality. Ain't no magic mystical beings that can force promises and force clans to do work for 1,000 years. Right? Ain't no magic. Ain't no crazy regenerative abilities. Ain't no multiple cores. What are y'all talking about? Like that's what bothers me. It's like it's again the context is so different. If you were talking about it within the context of that story, then I understand it. But the issue is like you cannot take that stuff and then be like, well, this is how we should act in the real world. No, it doesn't work. Because in the real world, when you try to use rhetoric like that, it always falls apart on itself. Always. Always. Because the only way for that type of rhetoric to have any sort of leg to stand on is if you ignore all of that history, all of the prejudice, all the things that had gone on in the past and continue to go on and probably will continue to go on for quite some time. If you ignore that stuff, then that rhetoric is very easy for you to stand on. You just be like, hey man, we just gotta ignore everything. We just gotta be colorblind. We just gotta, what it is, whatever. We just don't need to be like, whatever. Like if you can do that, then of course it's easy for you to think that way. And but that always bothers me because like in this space, that's not feasible. It's not something that's feasible. Okay? And that's not to say that it's not something that you can't work towards, but you have to understand that bad things happen in this world and they continue to happen. And we have to deal with those issues. And we can't deal with those issues by just saying, let's be friends. That's not how it works, right? Again, in the Promised Neverland, whatever. You want to talk about it within the context of the Promised Neverland? Even in there, you got to be like, right? You should still have those issues. Even in the Promised Neverland, Emma might have like a quarter of a leg to stand on. The only reason that Emma's able to enact her belief systems is because she has people supporting her, right? If everybody else was like, nah, Emma, we good. We're not about that forgiveness nonsense. She would just be like, okay. Because she understands that the only way that she can enact those things is if her friends support her. And if they don't, then she's like, all right, I'm taking a back seat. I'm going to work on it, but I can't stop y'all. Right? So even within the Promised Neverland, you got to be like, yo. Like folks be checking Emma. They're like, yo, Emma, what are you talking about? Right? What are you talking about? In this reality that we're situated in, you can't, like, that's a no-no. That's a no-no. And it bugs me to high heaven. Folks will do that all the time. They will take a manga chapter in some world that does not correctly reflect the societal ills that we go through in this world and the people that exist in this world, in our reality. And they will take something from a chapter, from like One Piece or The Promised Neverland or something like that, and you'd be like, well, we gotta follow the the beliefs of these characters. This is how I know how I'm supposed to act in this reality. That's like, come on, son. Really though? It's like, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. And that's what bothers me. Again, it's the reason why it's like when people take like discussions of racism in One Piece and say like, oh, this is how I know how to deal with discussions of racism. And One Piece just like wonderfully reflects racism within our reality. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Right? It doesn't. Same thing with the Promised Neverland. Promised Neverland does not reflect chattel slavery. It doesn't do that in the proper. It doesn't do that. Like, and when I say chattel slavery, not just the actual sort of enslavement, like not just actual slavery, but it doesn't. It doesn't. Right? Can you make certain comparisons? Sure. But can you say that what was going on with the children within the Promised Neverland and the way that they were producing children as product, as commodity, right? And make that comparison to chattel slavery in the United States and in other countries? No, that's ridiculous. There are swaths of articles, books, conferences, round table panels, right? Panels that talk about chattel slavery and the nuances of chattel slavery and the connections between the booming economy of the United States at certain points in time, in terms of like antebellum slave, right? And the antebellum South. Like, come on, son, stop playing. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. So like I wouldn't say it's like it's. I'm not gonna say like, oh, this is a dumb comparison, maybe, because I don't want to be like a jerk in that way. But it's not a valid comparison. It doesn't work. So that's the thing for me. It's like when I see people in the comment section in the vids and they're like, well, you know, stop it. You're already you're lost. Already you're lost. You're somewhere that you should not be, and you need to come back. Come back to the side where we're actually engaging in discourse that makes sense, right? Where we're not engaging in discourse that's like full of fallacious thoughts. Stop it. It bothers me. All right. And that's where I'm gonna end. There's so many other things that I could say about The Promised Neverland in these few chapters that really bug me. But man, oh man, those are the two things. Like the way in which the mangaka purposefully made certain things particularly simple so that they could have very simple solutions, right? And that's fine if you're like, okay, I want it to be a short story. But it's like when you're dealing with certain issues, it's like, yo, that ain't gonna cut it, right? It's gonna be mid. It's gonna be mid. Sorry. It's gonna be real mid. All right? And this is what happens with stories. Stories, like, they just fall. They do too much, right? And they set up certain things, and then they don't resolve those things in the way that they need to be resolved. And when that happens, it's gonna be a mess. Sorry. This is why these ending parts of The Promised Neverland are a mess. They're a mess. They are. All right? This is what it is. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm just gonna stop talking because I'm starting to feel it in my throat a little bit. Because I gotta rest. I gotta read some Jujutsu Kaisen later on. All right. So I'm gonna stop here. But yo, there are issues. I'm gonna keep reacting to The Promised Neverland because I'm gonna keep talking about them issues until the manga's done. All right. But right, and also because I enjoy it somewhat. I still enjoy it somewhat. One Piece, I do not enjoy it anymore. That's why I stopped reading it. Other manga, I stopped reading because I was just like, whatever. All right. Along with One Piece. Okay. So, you know, it is what it is. All right. There are a few things. But I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. All right. Thank y'all for coming through to my live reaction for The Promised Neverland chapters 169 to 175. There are so many things that I want to talk about. There might be a point where I get to might do a video about that, where I talk about The Promised Neverland and discourse surrounding The Promised Neverland, along with the content, along with the story content itself. Right? There's a separation that, again, you have to be very aware of. The discourse that's surrounding a work of literature, and then the content within the literature itself, and doing that analysis work, right? Like, you can be critical of the content and the discourse surrounding that content, right? So, like, yeah. Anyways, let me get out of here. I gotta go. I gotta rest my throat. All right. And yeah, it's a mess. It's a bit of a mess, yo. It's a bit of a mess. All right. Tis a bit of a mess. All right, I gotta go. Thank you for coming through. Expect the live reaction to The Promised Neverland. You know, when we come back within the next, within 2 weeks. Well, in 2 weeks. All right, and I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. All right. Thank you for coming through. I'm the Black Manga Critic, and